Hello, everyone. If you enjoy horror and mysterious stories, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, because today you will hear a story that after it, certain sounds and memories may never feel the same again. That winter night was extremely cold. Wind passed through the windows, and snow slowly covered the glass. I was sitting next to my grandfather, retired Colonel Mark Harvey. But something was different that night. He was not like himself. His eyes were fixed on the fireplace, as if he was not inside the room at all, as if his mind was somewhere else. His hands were slightly shaking, and his breathing felt heavier than usual. I asked quietly, "Grandpa, what's wrong? Are you okay?" He stayed silent for a few seconds. Only the sound of the fire filled the room. Then he finally spoke, slowly. "This cold, it is not just cold." He paused, then continued, "This kind of weather always takes me back to the last night my team was whole, and the night everything changed forever." He lowered his head and said, "It all started with one mission, Delta 7. We were deployed to a desert region in southwest Iraq. At first, everything seemed completely normal, but something existed beneath the ground, something that should never have been there. Years later, Colonel Mark Harvey kept searching for the truth. He repeatedly visited the government military archives, a place where highly classified and forgotten mission files were stored. He was searching for any trace of Delta 7, until one day he found a sealed box. Inside were military communication devices, radios, field transmitters, and full operational equipment. But something was wrong. If an entire unit disappeared, their equipment should have disappeared with them, not returned clean and intact. Beside the box was a report. All equipment was active during the final moment, but no official transmission was recorded. Another report made everything even stranger. At first, the mission area was just a normal desert, but after that mission, satellite images showed something impossible, an underground structure that did not exist before. That night, after returning from the archives, Mark placed the files on his desk and tried to sleep. But around 3 a.m., the old military radio from the box turned on by itself. No power, no touch, only static. Then a voice came through. "If anyone can hear us, please respond. We are still here, underground." Mark froze. That frequency belonged to Delta 7, a unit that vanished years ago. He could no longer ignore it. Without telling anyone, he traveled to southwest Iraq, a place that barely existed on any map. Only desert, only silence. But his GPS marked a single point in the middle of nowhere. He started digging, first rocks, then metal, until a massive underground structure appeared, a heavy industrial hatch. It was marked Delta 7 Subterranean Access, and beneath it, "Entry equals forgetting." The door opened with force. Cold air exploded from inside, as if the earth itself was breathing. Mark stepped in, and the door closed behind him. Clang! Inside, the walls were not normal. They felt alive. Something moved beneath their surface, like veins under skin. His radio turned on again. "You came back, Colonel Harvey." He entered a large hall, and there were people, not alive, not dead, standing, sitting, frozen, yet aware. One of them slowly turned his head and said, "You left us. But we never left here. Suddenly, pain hit Mark's mind. Memories returned. He had been here before, with his team, but the truth was different. They discovered something underground, and instead of escaping, they all went deeper inside. But this place had a rule. It was not just a facility. It was a forbidden zone. Anyone who entered had to pay a price. Some lost their minds, some remained half alive, and some became trapped forever. But Mark was different. Before the mission, his future wife gave him an old necklace. Something simple, but that object prevented full connection with the structure. He became partially affected, not fully trapped. When the underground system reactivated, the corridors began to shift. Walls closed, paths changed. But now Mark knew the truth. The only way out was to return to the original entry point. He ran toward the exit, while voices followed.